Hello everybody and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Mosby. Thanks for joining us. Tuesday, or no, it's not Tuesday. Oh no. Or is it Tuesday? Is it Wednesday? See, I've fallen into my own trap here because Tuesday's always launch party, isn't it? But today it's Wednesday, launch party on a Wednesday. Oh dear, what a start to a show. Anyway, definitely Wednesday, definitely launch party, definitely celebrations ahoy when it comes to Sarah's birthday, which was of course yesterday, but we've still got loads and loads of exciting launches coming up this week. Don't forget, if you are buying any of the launches over the course of this week, if you want one of Sarah's books, you can pop it into your basket and get an extra 25% off. As simple as that. There you go. Those are the books that you can choose from. Must be in the same basket as your launch. And it can be any of the launches that we've done or any of the launches that we're going to be doing. And this is actually quite a good show to join us on, because if you haven't been watching yet this week, we are going to be recapping on some of the biggest launches of the week so far. Coming up tonight, we have got the Honeysuckle collection. We've got the Taking Flight collection, which we had yesterday. Both showstoppers still available, and lots of other items on the show for you as well. Things like the Tropical Paradise collection that we've got here, Colour Bloom ink pads, and loads more. So do make sure that you stick with us over the course of the 2 hours, and do make sure that you check all of the details on the website as well. It is not just me though over the course of the next couple of hours. No. We have got the man with a crafty plan, decked out in new attire today as well. He's looking very smart, cash, but comfortable over there. It is the one and only Mr. Craig Laird. How are you?
I am absolutely blinking buzzing, Ben.
Whoa.
I really am. And not just because we've got the bumblebees when it comes to the Honeysuckle, but Craig Laird is going to WWE SmackDown and Clash at the Castle in Glasgow in June time. I cannot wait. I absolutely cannot wait. That was the most sickening feeling ever for like 5-10 minutes on Ticketmaster this morning, but I got there in the end and got my tickets. Yeah, so absolutely buzzing about that one. But talking about buzzing, we're going to be having a look at the Honeysuckle collection, which is a really beautiful collection. Just launched on Monday past day with Ben and Leanne. Here's a few finished samples, and we're going to be doing a demonstration first of all when it comes to launch party. Now we've got the most beautiful honeysuckle that you can see here, and our Marie has done some heat embossing with some gold and then coloured, and we're actually going to use that stamp. But then you've also got your 3D embossing folder, which is a beautiful folder. I know Ben will show you the whole collection because there's absolutely loads in there, but the colours are so bright but so calming and just so lovely. Not only that, we're going to be having a look at our brand new Taking Flight creative card dies that Ben and myself launched yesterday. And because of sheer demand, we will be using the foil press. So we're going to be doing that demonstration later on within launch party with the bumblebee, and then of course our foil press. Now this one I done in launch party yesterday, so or launch day yesterday, so you can always go back across on Crafters TV YouTube channel and watch that with the moonbeam pads. We also made that one there as well with the Honeysuckle collection, and I also done this one too, box here, where we use the illusion film behind the butterfly, so you can see that there. So those three, as well as a few other, you'll find on the YouTube channel. And then just freshly launched today with Ben and Sarah, it is the garden collection. So you've got all these beautiful dies here that you're going to be able to make beautiful cards, happy cards, spring-like cards, summer cards, or because it is a garden party, it means you can start to team it with your deeper and autumnal colours for different times throughout the year. Not only that, because it's a launch party, you guys know then that we give you a little bit of a preview as to something that's going to be launching. Well, we're going to be showing you what's going to be launching tomorrow. Not jealous that Leanne's grabbed that launch.
Have you spoken to her yet?
No, I've not. I've not.
Do you want me to send her a message?
Just, I am. Do you know, we're all lucky. We all get different launches. Now, that's great. You've got that launch. I'm really happy you've got that launch. I am not happy that Leanne's got tomorrow's launch. And then there's another good launch on Friday, which I launched at Hobby Maker last week and flew out. So I don't mind that Sarah's going to be launching that one on Friday, but all of those we will be showing you throughout launch party.
Maybe you and Leanne should have a Money in the Bank ladder match. and whoever manages to get to the top of the ladder first gets the briefcase with the contract for the shows to do the Modern Man. Maybe we could do that like tomorrow morning or something.
Niger could do that.
Yeah.
Could do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leanne, you up for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would actually love to see that.
I would
I've
actually
just
like
got-
to see that too
I got
with myself
visions in
and
my
Leanne.
mind now of you two in a wrestling ring, squaring off with the contract dangling down from the rafters.
And I want you guys at home, sorry Ben, I want you guys at home tomorrow in the comments to let Leanne know that Craig is very jealous. I want to be like the WWE crowd. We want Craig, we want Craig, we want Craig.
So then, but then you might get called, like all of your fans might get called Craigie crybabies.
I am a
Wrestling
crybaby. I am
Wrestling
a
reference.
crafty crybaby that I've not got this launch.
Yeah, yeah,
I am.
yeah.
Yep.
That's a great wrestling reference from me there. Anyway, sorry, I'm just taking this because I'm going to show you the. I have had to open a lot of paper pads today, and that's not in my contract. Talent does not open paper pads. I do though, because not talent. Jan is on the socials today. Hello, Jan. And Crafty Stacey Lou is first in, saying, "Evening, guys. Evening. Just having a pedicure. Oh. Received my. Is pedicure feet?
Yes.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. Received my G2 today that I won when seeing Debbie in Northallerton. What? Wait, what? What the? You won a G2 by going to Northallerton to see Debbie? I must go to Northallerton with Debbie more often.
Yeah, you must do.
I know, because we've got our stuff in one of the stores there now, haven't we, in Northallerton? So Debbie was down there then. Oh, that's marvellous.
Card Factory, isn't it? Not Card Factory. The factory store. Shop. Factory shop.
Factory shop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't wait to play with it, says Crafty Stacey Lou, but no idea what to do with my others. Well, just have them as spares, Shaz Earl says, "Hi, Ben and Craig." Hello.
Hi.
Jen Shank says, "Hello, Ben, Craig, Crafty team and friends." Hello. Nicola and Jamie in the gallery today, steering the good ship craft, as per usual. Felicia Neal says, "Hello, everyone from Toledo, Ohio." Hello. Hello also to Hillary and Holly. Hillary and Holly. Woo, 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 woo. Ow. That was for you, Holly.
Well, you really do cater for everyone, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you really do. Male, females, animals,
Canine,
mammals.
feline, yeah.
Feline, yeah.
Bovine, ovine, reptiles. Isn't that a sheep? Crafty Stacey Lou says, "The boys are back. Best show." Yes, the boys are back. We always love it when we're together. Hopefully you guys do too. Sarah Ibbotson says, "Hello, Ben and Craig and the CTV community and Crafty friends." Hello from Arkansas. Hello also from Lynn Morton, who says, "Good evening, Ben, Craig, CTV community and all the team from Newcastle, man."
Why, I'm man.
Yay. Clarice Trudel says hi from South Carolina. And Crafty Stacey Lou says, "Hope your cup is still going strong, Craig. Don't worry, Ben, I've not forgot about you."
Oh, it has. And in actual fact, I use it when I go to the gym, Stacey. Yeah.
Hey.
Makes all the other guys jealous with WrestleMania down the side and then Shawn Michaels on the other side.
Ah.
Yep.
He's a proper gym bunny now. Like, I mean, I go 3 times a week maybe, and I do my running and stuff. But this guy, you wait till a few months' time, he'll be like that. He won't be able to reach the craft desk because his muscles will be so big. You're loving it though, aren't you?
Do you know something, Ben? I absolutely love it.
It's great for the old mental health.
And predominantly that's why I've done it two reasons. One, I would like to bulk up a bit, but predominantly.
Well, feeling your arms earlier on, that sounds a bit random, but
It does a little bit, yeah. Tune in at the weekend, you'll understand
Yeah.
what Ben was meaning about that. But yeah, really, I done it, for the mental mind for sure, and I am absolutely loving it. So 2.5 weeks now, and there's only one day that I've not gone. I go every day for around about an hour, at least an hour. Or should I say, I am at the gym on doing the exercising for an hour.
Yeah.
And yeah, I absolutely love it. Really, really love it.
Yeah, it's all good. I said, next time, it's been a bit of a funny week this week, sort of bits and pieces. Next time we have a full week together, you and me, my gym just up the road, we'll work out together. We'll
Let's
do some
do it.
social media stuff. I'm sure people would love to see
Oh my
that.
gosh, yeah.
Hi also to Wendy, who says, what? Hi also. Hi also to Wendy Graham. Says, looking forward to another great show. Karen Wells Sorrell says, glad you got your tickets, Craig. Chris Tarrant. Okay, hi to Monica. Monica from Southern California. Arnie. Okay, hi also to Carrie Makepeace. Come on, she says, my honeysuckle just arrived. Yay, happy me.
And you can't finish off without doing...
Spin the wheel!
Yay!
And Pat says, hello, Ben and Craig and everyone from a semi-sunny New Jersey. Unfortunately, multitasking today, so watching you on my phone, aye. No, that's Billy Connolly, that wasn't Craig. Craig, I can't, I'm not a performing seal. Stop saying do things in my ear. Right, I'm going to show you, I tell you what I'm going to do. Oh, yeah, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the Honeysuckle collection. Oh, yes. I'll show you through the showstopper. Yes, Miss Money Penny. So the showstopper collection details are here. And it's the same deal that we had yesterday, right? So if you're thinking, oh, I missed the launch, but they've upped the price. You haven't. It's the same deal. And it is very good. It's a very good collection. It's a very good collection in the fact that we give you like the bonus buy within the actual showstopper itself. And let me explain how this works. So for $91.99 or $123.16, by the way, if that's you in the US, spend another $184 to get you free shipping. You get the whole collection, plus for an extra $14.99 or $19.95, you get another 12 by 12, you get another 6 by 6 and another vellum stack. It's like you're getting the second lot of vellum and the second 6 by 6 for free, but can we just appreciate the papers? They are gorgeous. I won't sort of spend 15, 20 minutes here because if you want kind of a full take on this and a really, really sort of thorough look through of everything, go back and watch the launch of this from Monday when Leanne was chatting around it. But I just want you to see all of the beautiful designs again. And once again, B matches A absolutely beautifully. So many stunning colours, beautiful designs. Love all of the detailed honeysuckle that you've got through here. And once again, the more you delve into each and every one of these designs, the more you see, the more sort of shadows and silhouettes and florals running through there. All of these beautiful colours to run right throughout the year for you as well. It's quite simply a divine paper pad, but you would expect nothing less from us because that's just what we do here. You're getting that in 12 by 12, 36 double-sided sheets. We replicate that for you, of course, in the 6 by 6. And then on top of that, you get the vellum stack as well, twice over. So all of that, you're getting 2 lots of in the showstopper, but we're giving you the second lot of these for free. Now, on top of that, and why I think is brilliant when we put these collections together, is we're going to give you the luxury linen cardstock. And this, again, just allows you to get crafting quickly because chances are, if you're using the beautiful papers, you're going to want card that matches with it. Who's to say that your craft room contains card that matches perfectly with the designs on the pad? Maybe not. If you get this collection, you will have the linen card to match absolutely perfectly because you've got all of these fantastic colours. 24 sheets, 8 colours, 3 sheets of each to make sure that you've got the linen cardstock to colour match perfectly with the beautiful, beautiful, stunning papers within this collection. That's all included. On top of that, you then get all of the hardware. Let's start with the stamp and die set this time. This is called the Sweet Honeybee. Incredible. And you will see from the samples that our team have been working on, the little bee here features on most. It's a stunning little stamp. You've got the die to be able to cut it out. You also get the honey sentiment in stamp form and then the die to cut that out. Plus you've got your little honeycomb stamp and then loads of other stamps to kind of complete your sentiment. It's a really, really lovely set. If you want 3D embossing folders that bring you real 3D, look no further. I think one of the most 3D embossing folders that we've ever done. Absolutely stunning. You'll have so much joy working with that, as you will the honeysuckle flower stamp. Again, nice big size stamp, whether you're going to watercolor that, get your alcohol markers to it. It will be a real centerpiece for any project that you're working with. Edgeable, the honeysuckle edgeable, again, is absolutely beautiful. So much detail in that one die. And talking about detailed dies, the very first card that Leanne made on the launch was with this, which is the entwining honeysuckle. Just a beautiful creator card die. Use that to create beautiful shakers with. You've got the outer die there as well, so you can cut straight into your card, cut it out if you want. You've also got nesting dies, so the little sweet honeycomb dies I think will come into their own very, very nicely indeed. Plus the wildflower honeycomb as well, which I just think is a really fun die to be working with. Again, for adding just interest to a project, making shakers, all those different kind of things you can do. And to finish off the collection, you are also going to be getting your sentiments. And as always, we don't just throw in sort of random sentiments, generic ones. We make sure that the sentiments work and tie in with what the collection's about. And as you can see here, just picking a few. Be awesome, you're the bee's knees. Be happy, be kind, it's going to be a good day, and let it be. All of that is your showstopper. As I said yesterday, I wouldn't even think about just getting the collection on its own, because chances are if you're getting the collection on its own, you'll then go, oh, I wish I had more paper. It's already built into this bundle, so you may as well just go for the showstopper, pay that extreme $14.99 or $19.95, and then get 2 lots of your 12x12, 6x6 and vellum. If you're the other end of the scale and you just want to kind of, pick and choose, cherry pick, build your own bundle, then of course everything is still available for you on the Shop the Show page. Check those deals out. A few more quick ones and then we will get going. Hi to Kathy, who says hello to my 2 favourite gents. Hello.
Hi.
Hello, fellow crafters. Hello, you handsome devils, says Jane. That's Ben and Craig.
Aww.
Thanks. And also, Hillary says, Holly is wagging her tail. Aw, Holly.
I wag my tail when I see you. When
he does. He does. He's always like, as soon as I walk in the building, he's like that. His little tail is going like that. See? Yeah. I have that effect on people. Robin says, time to make a quick honey and lemon tea. I woke up with an awful sore throat. Oh no, I'll get well soon.
Few people seem to have a sore throat just now.
There's a bug going around, isn't there, I think? Well, get well soon, Robin, anyway. Send you love. Very happy to see the 2 lads together again. Yay, it's going to be a great day, says Carol. I love seeing you 2 during the day. Hi also to Evelyn, who says hello again from sunny Colorado. Hello, everyone. Lovely to have you all here. Keep the comments flying in. We love it when you interact with us. Anything you want to see, ask. Oh! I just thought of something. Just popped into my head.
What's that?
What did we say we were definitely going to do in this show from yesterday? Tim C. wanted to see. It was the paper. He just wanted a closer look at the paper trimmer at some point. Don't feel we have to do it now.
I'll do it with the first demo.
Okay. He wanted to just a bit of a close up on it, I think, and how it all works.
Yeah, I can do it with the first demo.
Cool.
Perfect.
Nice one.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Rightio. Right, let's have a look at the honeysuckle here. Let's have a look at a few more finished samples here, and then we'll dive in. Now, when it comes to gutting some of my cardstock, I'll use the paper trimmer. So if anyone needs to have a little bit extra, kind of in-depth info. Now, when it comes to...
Whoop. That's well good, that, isn't it?
It's nice.
Yeah.
Rebecca's done that one.
Yeah. Really
so
cool.
What about doing things such as, or bringing in things such as your... Oh, Nicola, you just make me laugh. You make me laugh.
Oh, Nicola was a big fan of that card.
She was indeed, yes. Some things you just can't repeat what's said in your ear. How fab is that one as well that Rebecca's done? That is so cool. Absolutely love that one. That is fab. Look at that.
What sort of card would you call that? Like a star card?
X Factor.
X card. It's not
X
a bay
card.
window card at all.
But
I don't know what you're talking about in the gallery.
What about bringing things, when, if we refer back to that fab one that she's done there, what about bringing in things such as your template libraries? Bring in your template libraries. That's going to be a really lovely one for your honeysuckle collection there. But going in with your steppers, bring in your stepper dies. The edgeable die that you've got there, but then that really huge big card there where we've used the folder. But then using the nesting dies to create your background, just with the bumblebees there, 3 of them, of course. There's another one with the stamp. Popping the stamp into the middle, show you a couple more. This is so clean and classic, that one there. It's a really, really nice one that you've got there. Then let's just show you a couple more. What about if you've got other large nesting dies, bring in large nesting dies. And then let's bring in that one here. That's a really fab one that Rebecca's also done. Let's have a look. Nicola's saying, have you got the bezel?
There's a little bezel one in there. Let me find it. I'm going to find it.
Yeah, come and have it over here. Stampy Stamperson coming.
I'll do it.
Whoa! It's not there, is it?
Ah,
Have you not got it?
I haven't got it.
Are you sure? I've not
Do you know
got
what it is? Do you know what it is?
What is it?
Do you know what you're looking for? It's a tiny little hexagon like easel card. I mean, it's called a bezel card because we've got a B on it.
No.
Have you got any more cards down there?
No, not for this collection, no.
Where's it gone then?
No.
I wonder if has it been. That's really, really annoying.
No. I don't know where that's gone.
Bit of a sting in the tail, isn't it? It wouldn't have been taken back in the office, would it? Because people love that little card.
I don't know. Well, I wouldn't have taken it in the office. I only go into the office when I get into trouble.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh well. Go back and watch the launch on Monday, but see it then.
Right.
Okay.
Okey-doke. Right. Now, what I'm also going to show you here is let's bring in the paper trimmer before I show you. A lot of people say, where do you use vellum? I struggle with vellum, so I can show you that in a moment. Now, I've got the pattern paper, 5.5 by 6.5 inches here, and then I've got my linen cardstock that's 1/4 of an inch bigger. Now, I don't want to really waste all of that. I don't need to worry about taking a section out the middle because we're going to build on top of that with our stamped image. So the best way to do that, other than like nesting dies or just a craft knife and ruler, if you bring in your paper trimmer. Now, your paper trimmer you've got on the left-hand side, it goes all the way up to 14 inches. Now, on the right-hand side, it goes up to about 1.5 inches. But what you've also got on the actual arm, it starts at 0 inch and it works all your way down to 12.5 inches. So if you're wanting to use your paper trimmer to do the gutting, then you've got all your marks here. So here on this side, where I say you've got up to 1 inch, so just where my card is, there's the 1 inch mark, and then you've got your 1.5 inch mark, and then you've got your 0 mark, and then that's when we're going back into the left-hand side. That, of course, goes all the way up to 14 inches. That's exactly the same on the arm. You have got your 0, which is where my finger is just there, and then you've got your 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 an inch, 3/4 of an inch, 1 inch, then you're going in 1.25, 1.5,
yeah,
etc., all the way along. So I'm going to set that there. So I'm going to work in that way because it's a little bit awkward for me, but that really shows it off best for you guys at home. So if I bring this in here, now because I only really do need 1/4 of an inch matten layer all the way round, I'm going to come in maybe about 3/4 of an inch. So if I turn it that way just for a moment. So what I'm going to do here is if I come up to that 3/4 of an inch mark, which is just before the 1 inch mark, and then I can close that. I'm going to turn that around now. Then what we're going to do is we're going to bring our blade. Now lift it up to start with. Let me put that back into position at 3/4 of an inch. Now, if I travel that along right now, I'm going to cut my cardstock. So I'm going to lift it up. Now here, because I've gone at 3/4 of an inch, where you've got the 3/4 of an inch on the arms, if I bring in the white again, bring that in there, so we've got the 3/4 of an inch here. What I want to do is if I bring this in, when it comes to the blade, you've got a little indent mark, top, bottom, left and right, and there's a little embossed triangle right where my nail is. That, directly underneath, that is the center point of your blade. So it's exactly where it cuts. So I know it's harder to see. There we go. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Right there.
That's the centre of the blade.
Directly underneath that
Gotcha.
is the point of the blade that you can see there. So what we're going to do is let's go up to the 3/4 of your inch. And then I'm not going to close it completely, but where we've got that little embossed mark there, I'm going to come to the 3/4 of an inch mark here. And then I'm just going to close it, and then I'm going to come all the way down. Now, because this is uneven measurement, it is 6 3/4. So therefore, 3/4 of an inch from that is 6 inch. So let's come all the way down to 6 inch. So again, we're going to make sure our little notch is running parallel to the 6 inch. Open it up, twist it around, and then we're going to repeat that at each step. We're going to go up to the 3/4 of an inch.
Yeah.
we're going to come all the way up to that 1/4 inch. When the embossed line runs parallel to the 3/4, we're just going to close and we're going to pull all the way down. Now, because this is shorter here, it's 5 3/4 and 5 3/4. We're going to come up to the 5 inch. We're going to lift, turn, and then this is then going to give us our perfect frame. It's also going to give us our perfect mat and layer, but then it's also then going to save on our cardstock. So let's close that. It's definitely not in there.
Susie says it's in the pile.
No, it's definitely not.
She's just messaged me.
Definitely not. So then there we go. So by using your V-blade trimmer, you've got that perfect cut all the way around by using the mark and the measurements on the paper trimmer. I've not got any other cards. That's all the Honeysuckle cards that I've got here. I've not got any. Not got any more. No more. None. None.
How's Susie managed to see that though? And like
So while he's having a look, we can just carry on matting and layering. So now, you're not going to see that gap in the middle there, but what we have done is we've saved ourselves a little bit of cardstock that we can then use elsewhere. So I've already got my tape on the back. Now you can use, of course,
not in there.
Your glue. Told you it's not in there. Or your tape runner if you want to. You always know that I do love my self-adhesive tape from Sticks 2. We do have a finger lift on the website. The one that I use isn't finger lifting, it's Sticks 2. So let's press that in. That's the Creator card samples.
I know it is, but I'm just wondering whether it's just been popped in here by accidentally, because we had these out yesterday as well.
So we're going to take the backing off here. I'm just using my pokey tool. Now, if you're using our Crafter's Companion finger lift tape, you can pop your fingernail underneath, or of course your pokey tool, or if you're just using your edge-to-edge double-sided tape, then we can then just use our pokey tool, pop that on into the middle. And what you always know that I do like to do, I've already just given myself an additional matting layer with my white cardstock. You can look in that box as many times as you want. It is not in there. Cheesy peeps. Gosh. So there's our lovely insert there, ready to stamp or print an insert or put a vellum pad there if you want to. Now, let's go and let's bring in our white cardstock. We're going to bring in our stamping platform.
It's not there.
Yes. Go figure. Go figure. Right, let's bring in the Honeysuckle stamp. So we're going to, instead of using the whole stamp, we're going to use just sections of it. So I'm going to just pop that in. Now, to start with, we're going to stamp down in the bottom left-hand corner. So let's put our discs into position.
Anne says it's in that pile, Craig.
It is.
Everyone's saying it now.
How
I'm going
you
to go check the box in the.
Go on, because there must be. You must be winding me up. So Nick's going to have a look as well. So it's just myself and Jamie while I carry on with the demonstration here. While they go and have a look for the non-existent card that's apparently in the box here with me when it's not. Even Tracy's now on the lookout for it as well. So because I'm going to do alcohol colouring, I'm using my alcohol-proof ink pad. So let's press that into place. I'm going to take a little bit, just a little bit of scrap. It could be kitchen roll or that. I'm just going to take any of that excess off here for the simple reason is I'm going to lift that up. So this time, let's move our discs around here, move them up, and then we're going to then bring the stamp in again, and we're going to go to the other corner, and we're going to press that into position. And then we're going to do the same. Now, if I hadn't taken off that excess ink, as I pressed down, the excess ink would have given us an impression there. And it's fine if we were to, of course, ink up and press down. But say I didn't get it in the right position, I would have had that little bit of residue left over.
Can I just have one
and
final
it could
check?
be
Because people are saying it's like in that pile.
Have a look. Have a look. I think they're winding us up, but it's definitely not in there. Let's take that one off now. So then I'm going to use, when it comes to colouring, I'm going through a little bit of a spell at the moment when it comes to our tri-blend brush. Pink Violet blend, gold yellow blend and a little bit of the citrus blend. Oh. Well, to be fair, we must look, what, 5 times between us? And we've just seen it. Let's have a look. That is quite adorable. That's totes adorable, isn't it?
It's quite cute, isn't it? Little bezel card. It was in the pile all along, everybody.
I bet it wasn't. I bet it was out there and you've just, because we looked. I bet you it was out there and you've just done the trickery of the hand and the eye.
Sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand.
Me? I don't know how to do that.
That's really quite cool. That's really quite cool, that, the bezel there. You can do your own bezels if you want to.
Yeah, you can, with bees on.
Of course you could, after all of that.
What have I missed anyway? What have I missed?
So we've just stamped out. So we're going to go in now. Let's go in with some of these. So we're going to go into these sections here. So we're going to start off with the light tone. So this is the pink violet blend. And I'm going to do just a few at once. I don't want to do the whole lot, because I don't want to get to the end and the alcohol have evaporated and it makes it a little bit harder to do the blend. So I'm now going to go into that dark tone of the brush here. And then we can then flip into that mid-tone. And we're going to then blend that out. And I find certainly with this stamp here, although I've been going through a phase lately with the tri-blend brush, I find the tri-blend brush for this stamp is perfect because you've got real fine detail. You've got smaller colouring areas, but then you've got that real fine point of the brush nib, which means then you can get into all the little bits. We can then start to build that up. And I'm going to go in and do a section of the honeysuckle here by just blending that in. And if you're going to do anything water-based, just make sure you're using your waterproof ink pad. But let's push and blend that one in.
Okay.
And then let's jump now to the gold yellow blend. And then we can go into these parts here. Starting off once again, going in. I like to go in with a light tone blend.
Yeah.
For me, it's kind of as if we are priming our cardstock. We're giving it a layer for us to build the alcohol pen on top of. And I personally find I get much more nicer blend. So we're just going to go where we would have the deep tones. There'd be a little bit of depth into there, around there within that ribbon section of the petal.
Just whilst you're colouring, must say hi to Evelyn, who says, I've ordered some of the pieces from Honeysuckle this morning with my garden collection. I think that's like a nice crossover, actually.
That's a really good idea, isn't it?
Evelyn, a few people as well, Craig, including Evelyn and who else was it? Linda. You know the card with the little fold that Nicola liked?
Yeah.
Just wondering if you could just show that again after this demo, just so they can see how that was achieved, because people are not quite sure how that was done.
Of course I can. I've got a funny feeling there's something along the lines in one of the template libraries.
Okay.
Now I don't think Rebecca's done it from the template library. I think she's actually made it and measured it. But I think there's something along those lines in one of them. But yeah, once we've done this this demonstration, what we'll do is I'll bring back in that finished card and then we can have a look at it. Because I think by the looks of it as well, it looks quite straightforward to create. It just looks as though it's a couple of score lines that Rebecca will have done all the thinking for you, so we could have a look at that. But let's just go in with a citrus blend here. Now, I'm only going to do this little section because the rest of the set honeysuckle is all been coloured in the exact same way. So the 3 colours. So let's go in to the centre, just down there.
You got any honeysuckle in your garden?
I don't. No, I don't have any real flowers.
Ah, what, fake ones?
They're all fake, yeah.
But actually?
Yeah, they're all fake.
Plastic flowers? My next door neighbour at a house I used to live in back in Devon always used to have fake flowers. His garden looked marvellous all year round.
Yeah.
Fake grass as well.
Yeah, I think I need to get something like fake grass or something because mine's is just atrocious. Mine's is like, you remember what yours was like?
Yeah.
So yeah, I really need to get something like that. But no, mine's is all fake because I'm not. I would like to be good at gardening. I just don't have the knowledge, and I know that of course knowledge builds over time.
Yeah.
I just don't have the time
To build the knowledge.
to build the knowledge. So yeah, I just get some artificial plants and flowers and pop them around the decking, and it looks nice. The only thing, and it really does actually sink my heart in the spring and summertime, is you see the bees and stuff like that going to them, and obviously they're artificial.
Oh,
So
no.
I do think I need to get some
Fake bees
real
you need
fake bees.
as well.
I do. I need to get some that are real, that are low maintenance, easy to keep. And then, of course, they've got the bees and that can go to them. Although, in saying that, once my grass starts to spur, it's like wildflower when it comes to the grass. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
But
poor
then-
little bees.
I know.
Oh.
And I'm a bee friendly guy.
Because obviously I've got some plants and stuff in my garden now. So I thought it might be quite nice to introduce some bees to my garden. So I went to see a guy who sells bees the other day. And,
Okay, here's a
I
joke
said to
coming.
him, I said, can I have 12 bees for my garden, please? He's like, oh yeah, okay. And he put them in a little box, and then I got them home. I was like, oh, there's 13 in there. So I took it back. I said, oh mate, I just want to be honest. I bought 12 of your bees, but you've given me 13. And he went, oh, it's all right. He said, the 13th, that's a freebie. That's a freebie. Because it's Nicola, no? Nothing? It's a freebie.
Dearie me.
No. Oy,
Dearie me.
It's not bad that you guessed the punchline, Jamie. It just means you've been hanging around with me for far too long.
Yeah. All that bee joke.
Dear, oh dear.
You know, give me a little kind of
Titter?
chuckle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a little titter of the bee there. Right, let's take that off. Guys, Coco the Clown's in.
My radiator over this side, sorry.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Pat says, I've got some of the Honeysuckle collection, but I have not had a chance to play with it. I still need to put away my items from yesterday. And I have another order coming today. Oh, Pat, what did you get?
Ooh.
And Lynn Morton says, a massive round of applause to the CC team. My Honeysuckle collection is out for delivery tomorrow.
Oh, fabulous.
Yes, fabulous indeed.
How cool is that? How quick is that?
We are super duper quick at the minute,
We
aren't we?
really are.
Super duper quick. And we've had one more request as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can, from Teresa, after this demo. How do you get the Collal 3D glue into the syringe?
We could do that. If we do that later on in the show,
Yeah.
will we? Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, or maybe like midway or something like that. We'll have a look.
Will you remind us, Nicola? You might do.
Do that. We've done the paper trimmer, and we will have a look at the Collal glue gel for sure.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Excellent. That's what we're here for.
It is what we're here for. Now, here's another little tip for you here. So, this is a brand new stamp that's not being used.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I've just gone and inked it up, and I could see that start to bubble on top of the stamp, kind of bobble effect. And that's just because it's brand new, so there's a little bit of residue left sitting on the top. So you've got a couple of options. You can take low tack tape and stick that on the top there, Ben, press it down, and then peel it off.
Yeah.
You can use our stamp cleaner, or what I've always done, and I still do it, is our translucent clear ink pad. So you can do it either or. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stamp up. Now, you really only need to do this once. You don't need to do it every time. But just give that stamp, give it a coverage of your translucent clear, and then go over with the ink pad that you want. Now, this goes for any stamp. Any brand new stamp that you find starts to bubble on the first impression. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just residual material sitting on the stamp. So therefore, if we then press that in and then release, we've now got that perfect, crisp impression.
Love it.
Now, if that was, let's say for instance, it was this stamp, it's not going to affect any colouring that you do, so don't worry about that. It's just priming your stamp and it gives you that nice, crisp, clean impression. And then this is the largest of the hexagons. So I want to give it a matte layer, but I don't have a die to go with that. So let's bring in that little bit of excess card that we've got out from the centre, and we're going to set that in. I've used that, I absolutely love that die, and I've taken a piece of the pattern paper and cut these hexagons in there. And then we're just going to press that into place. We're then going to just roughly chop that around, and then let's go in with our paper trimmer here. You can use your guillotine, but what you can then do is you can then just eyeball that at the side there, side by side, and we're travelling. So what I like to do is if I bring in my white cardstock, so, okay, maybe white's not the best way to show. Is black going to show? No, I don't think any colour's going to show. Now, see this channel down the centre where your blade runs up and down?
Yeah.
That left-hand side of the channel, Ben, I line that up along the side of my card.
Oh, yeah,
So just the left-hand side of that channel, I'll then line up to the cardstock and then cut. And then that gives me a really nice small matting layer.
Perfect.
So if I then go in here and then cut, turn, and then line that up. Now, of course, you can make that thicker by just pulling out that little bit more, but it's about using your trimmer, it's about using your guillotine. You don't just have to use the measurements that are there. Use the sections that are on the finger guard or the metal rim that runs on the guillotine, anything like that. Use all of that as an additional way to layer.
So good.
And then we've got our perfect matting layer.
Yeah.
So let's now bring all these ones together. Let's start to assemble all of these ones together. And I'm just going to, I'm going to keep that, flat because my sentiment that I've just done, I'm going to raise that on foam pads. So that can go flat onto, oh no, I was right enough in what I was thinking. I'm giving myself a little white layer, Ben, just to break up that lilac purple.
Yeah.
And then let's go in with some foam pads. I don't have any large ones left. I'll need to get some from Tracy. So let's use these ones.
If I just stick in, we can say hi to Hillary. He says, my honeysuckle paper pads were delivered today. That's super quick, isn't it?
Can't believe that.
Stephanie says, good afternoon, Ben, Craig, team and friends from a sunny, warmer Farmingdale, New Jersey. I thought we were getting rain today, but a shower is possible later. I don't know what the weather's been like today, actually.
It's been a slight little chill.
Yeah.
You know, it's been decent.
Yeah.
But just a slight little bit
No
of
rain?
chill. No, there's not been rain anyway.
Oh, that's good.
No. No rain.
No, no, whenever I say, no, but I've not said how nice it is. Normally when I say how nice it is, then it rains, so I'm not going to say that. And on the subject of gardens, Lynn Morton says, even plastic plants die for me. Lol.
Oh.
Yeah.
What I find, and again, I know this is going to kind of touch at the heartstrings and be, oh, Craig, you're cruel, although it's not intentional.
Craig.
But like my artificial flowers or my artificial plants, I have them in pots, Ben.
Yeah.
And then I put, you know, like white stones in that, just to make it look nice.
Oh,
just
yeah,
at
make
the
it
top.
a bit more realistic, yeah.
Well, obviously, birds think they're real. So they've obviously got seeds or grass or plant or something in their beak. So they go to this fake plant and it's obviously fake. And they've obviously dropped the seed or whatever down in the stones. So over a couple of months, around this nice little white stone pot plant, I've got all these weeds and everything just growing from them.
Because of the seeds that they
Because of the seeds and that they're dropping in. I know.
I was kind to the birds in my garden the other day because, as I said to you, I think I've dug up a massive bed at the back of the garden now. We've planted some laurel trees and also some photinia, and so the soil was up, and obviously the birds are not used to that. And then after we'd dug it all up, loads of little blackbirds came down, and I mean it wasn't great for the worms, but they came down and got all of the worms as a little tasty snack.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So doing my
lovely.
bit for the flora and fauna.
You are indeed. You're a good egg. You really are.
I am a good egg.
You are.
That's going to happen this year as well, by the way, the Mosby barbecue party thing at my house.
Mine as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I've got a massive cupboard full of alcohol that needs gone. That I need all you guys just to come around and...
Massive cupboard full of what?
Alcohol.
Ah, okay. You're saving that for the big party.
Big party, yeah.
Should we do it like maybe Like maybe on a bank holiday weekend, maybe the bank holiday weekend in August, and we could do like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because obviously Johnny's got, well, Nicola's got a new place as well.
She
I haven't
has.
got enough days. Oh, but Nicola doesn't want anyone to come around our house.
Yeah, but I don't want any of you guys around.
Me and you, Craig, we'll do ours.
Yeah.
And then see if, like, maybe Johnny wants to tag on with his new place. And we
Yeah.
could do Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Well, actually, no, we have got room for you, Nicola. We could do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We'll come to yours on the Monday, Nicola. Yeah. You won't be there.
Let's do it.
We'll just see. Yeah, Sam can host us. We'll just all arrive.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Yeah, because I'm working this May bank holiday.
Yeah.
You're off though, aren't you? I think that's why I'm, because I'm on with Sarah that day.
I did Easter.
Well, not the actual bank holiday Monday. I think it's the Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, that isn't a bank holiday. I just took it off because I'm going back down south for a few days, and I'm coming sort of back later on the Monday. So I thought, you know what, have a Tuesday off as well. Yeah. Look at that. Beautiful.
There we go. So using the stamps, using some alcohol pens, whichever ones of course you want. I've used the tri-blend brush markers, but then we've used the hexagon dies, we've used the stamps as well, paper pad, the linen cardstock, and I've also then just put my little blank insert ready to go, and then finished off with some of the little sequins. Now when it comes to the sequins, there's kind of like three colours. You've got the yellow, you've got a clear, and kind of like the kind of Aurora Borealis sort of feel to it.
Absolutely fantastic. That full collection, just 91.
Oh. Sorry. You want to see that card?
Oh, it was, oh yes, well done. It was Linda and also Evelyn.
It's not in here.
Good one. Oh,
Oh, here we go.
there it is.
There we go. Yeah, so Rebecca's obviously made this one herself from scratch. So what we've got the card. Oh, let's pop that back in. So there's your card with the bumblebee, and then open it up. So by the looks of it, very, very quickly, Ben, the card blank is 8 by 6. So that's going to be let's say 3 inch and 2 inch. So she's obviously done 8 inch by 6 inch, and then Rebecca's scored at 3 inch all the way down the middle there. So all the way down that centre, and then she's come in 2 inch, and then at the 3 inch mark at the halfway point, she's just done a score mark and then folded that inwards. So you've got your 6 inch by 8 inch, scored at 3 inch. There's a little mark at the centre point there,
okay.
and then just come in 2 inch, and just joined that and scored that. And then there we go. There is the card. Imagine that with maybe like butterflies or something like that, dragonflies or that. That would be fab. But then there you go.
Thank you for showing us that. We have got. Oh, sorry. I'm just. My brain is completely frazzled and fried, as you guys know. So the mystery bag. I was thinking, what is that for again? The mystery bag, the showstopper. But then I was like, what showstopper is that? Today's showstopper. What was today's showstopper? The garden collection. We have 7 showstoppers left to get a free mystery bag worth £25 or $30. There you go. It's all coming back to me now. Come on, Ben. It was literally 3 hours ago. We have done a lot since then. So yes, if you want it, so this is a different showstopper, but if you want the showstopper, the garden collection, you need to grab it now because there are 7 showstoppers left. You'll still be able to get the collection after that, but you won't get the freebie bag worth £25 or $30. Right, more comments and questions to come in just a second. I feel like we should go for a little bit of a break. So let's do that. You check out your carts and your baskets, get that showstopper. We'll meet you back here in about, I don't know, 4 minutes.
Come in, check my emails, then lay the shows out in the studio, set pack shots up. Then I will get new polls, pick shows, solve any problems that need solving. We deal with other teams where we receive market and suites, we receive boards. We pick samples to send to Hobbymaker. We pick samples to send to QVC. We will take the previous shows out of the studios, set the new shows up. We do floor manage occasionally, not all the time, making sure that the craft expert presenters have everything at hand that they need. Anything that they haven't got during shows, we will run about and get the products for them. Think on a morning when it's really quiet, I can get more done when there's nobody else in the building. Night owl. Morning. Coffee on a morning, tea the rest of the day. Savoury. Normally lunchtime. Craft along. Mobile phone. Christina's chicken wrap. Barry White. You're my first, my last, my everything. Go home and make the tea.
Day to day looks like, on a normal day when I'm working from home, get up, breakfast, quick phone call with my daughter, and then I'm up in the craft room and I spend all my time in the craft room. If it's spending a day with the grandkids, that's it. That's my best part of the day, just spending time with family and those gorgeous little grandkids of mine. The best part of the day when I'm at work is when I go on air, because I absolutely love it. Both. I prefer a shower in the morning. I feel fresher. I feel that I can tackle my day. However, depending on how that day's been, I also would have a double shower, so I'd have one in the morning and one at night too. Absolutely, 100% coffee. Will always be coffee, and flavoured coffee is my favourite at the moment. Dare I say, it's a full English breakfast, the full works, the beans, the tomatoes, the bacon, the sausage, and everything else that goes with a traditional English breakfast. Craft along. Every day of the week. I absolutely love going through the stages from the start of a project to the end of a project. So craft along is definitely my favourite choice. I can't leave without my lipstick. It's a given thing. I once didn't have a lipstick on me and Leanne helped me out that day. Kick off the shoes, sit down for a couple of minutes, just gather my thoughts and then grab my tea.
My day-to-day life is pretty busy in work. Literally, I get in the door, I check my polls, I then check what I've got to demo, I then get everything ready, and it's just busy, busy, busy from there. I have a meeting with the producer, the director, we get then sorted for the shows, talk to the presenter, and it depends what side I'm on. I mean, sometimes I'm doing the presenting side, sometimes I'm doing the demonstration side, and I love both. It's actually who I get to work with. Yeah, I can't say no more than that other than anybody that works here. We are a big family. We're so super friendly. I love Ben. I love it when we work together. And I don't mean that I don't love anyone else. It's the fact that Ben is the presenter and then I'm demonstrating and we just have this great rapport. Same with Craig, same with Deb, same with the whole team. So yeah, the best part of the day is just getting to work with the best people in the industry. Oh, a night out. In the morning. Oh, none. I only drink water. Oh, well, I'm cutting out sugar, so it's got to be savoury. Masterclass. Oh, I can't leave the house without my lipstick. Oh, I love a baked potato. I relax, so I literally drive home normally and then I relax.
Stunning card, gorgeous, Craig, says Jen. Love the card, says Nikoni, and love the shade and colour of your sweatshirt.
Thank you.
My Tri-Blend pens arrived yesterday and I'm absolutely besotted with them, says Janice Watson. And Rebecca's card, says Stephanie, makes such a big impact with a scoreline. I love it. And lots of people coming to your house for the barbecue. Hilary says, Hilary and Lynn are chatting, says, Lynn, I could pick you up on the way to the barbecue. They're all, they go to your house, Nicola, for the barbecue, are they? The one that we're not invited to? Ah, I understand.
Okay.
Now. Got it. Julie says, my honeysuckle collection arrived today, and thank you again for showing the card, says Evelyn. I'll have to look through my template and see if I can find it. Giving the measurements is a great help. And hi to Karen Hughes, who says, better late than never. And also Judith Harrison, who says, Craig, get a... You read that wrong. Craig, get a pieris for your garden. Beautiful, a pieris. P-I-E-R-I-S.
What is it?
Pieris for your garden.
I need to write that down. What? Say it once more.
Pieris for your garden. Beautiful red leaves and white bell-shaped flowers, and they seem to thrive on neglect. If mine is anything to go by, there are a few different varieties available as well. So there you go. Yeah, Pieris is what you need. One thing we haven't mentioned today, which we were supposed to, is the new booklet, which you can find online. I think the links are on social media. But basically, it's like, you know when we do 8 to 10, we bring you a booklet. This is a booklet of all of the launches from this year. So if you've missed any of them, you can go through and have a little look-see. It is a 96-page booklet. And what's quite nice about it is that you've got loads of inspiration and ideas from the various collections that we've done over the course of the last few months. It lists everything there for you, and I believe if you click on the various bits and pieces within the booklet, it will take you directly to the page that you need to find them on the website. And also it's very nice in the fact that it's up to date, so you can see, like there on the Cosmic collection, for example, a few of the items are sold out, and so the booklet is updated to kind of point that out for you, so you know exactly what's what. It's also very good to the point, as you can see there, in the fact that it will point you towards various shows to link in with the goodies that you're buying. So, for example, here, the Craft-A-Lon that went with that Cosmic collection, all the details there with Kriegel Bagel. Let's have a look at some other pages, though, because within this set, the biggest launch of the year so far, the Enchanted Ocean. So you've got all of the blurb about that, including a couple of cards in the first 2 pages. And then as you go through, you can see there everything listed that's available. I can just see one little item there, which has got the little red sold out sticker on it, but still loads of that collection available for you. Just have a browse through, a peruse at your leisure. I almost forgot about the wax seal kit, but you've got that really, really beautifully presented and boxed wax seal kit, along with all of the pellets. The easel drawer, so we had that on, of course, yesterday, but again, loads more ideas in there and details as far as that collection, which sold out, didn't it? Got it back in, sold out, got it back again, and it is now available. And I think potentially one of the launches of the year, the layout collection, if you're someone who is new to card making, maybe you struggle with your layouts, then this collection is absolutely for you, and it is still available on the website. Check the booklet out, it's there for you, worth having a bit of a browse through, as I say. More to kind of refresh your memory on some of the launches that you might have thought about getting, but then for whatever reason you didn't end up getting. And also, if you have already got the launches, it might give you a little bit more inspiration as to the kind of things that you can do with your collections. It might also just remind you that you bought that brand new collection a few months ago and you might have totally forgotten about it. So do check that booklet out online. Hello, everybody. Welcome if you've just joined us. It is just gone 6 here in the UK. What time are we across the pond? 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Thanks for being with us. It is the final live hour of the day. Of course, you can catch more over on the CTV 24/7. We are celebrating this week Sarah's birthday. It was yesterday, and I believe she had hundreds upon hundreds of messages. So thank you for all of those that sent a message through to Sarah to celebrate that. Lots of things have been going on this week. One thing which is coming up is your opportunity to get 25% off one of her books the We Can All Make It book, which was their original book, of course, and then the Crafty book as well. Is it the Crafty Bible, I think it's called? But anyway, it's got all of those little crafty things that you can do right throughout the seasons. Both the books are there. 25% off when you pop one of those into your basket along with the launches this week. Also, just to bear in mind, we've done 3 launches so far. We've still got... No, hang on, have we done 4? No, we've done 3. And we've got 4 more to come over the course of this week. So do stick with us. Big launch coming your way tomorrow and some big launches, plus a big cartload show coming your way this Friday. By the way, if you didn't know where to find the booklet, bottom of your screen now, that is the link that you need. So if you screenshot that, pop that in to your computer, and it will take you straight to your booklet. All of the launches between January and March this year. Through comments coming through, and we'll say another quick hello to Craig. Thank you to Stephanie, who says the booklet lists everything I may have bought in the month, not admitting to anything, but it is a nice reminder of what is in the collection. Also hi to Janice, who's joined us. Nee Connie as well, who says, hi, sorry tuned in late, just got back from London and back in New Jersey. But it is so good to have the time to watch my favourite crafting, and not just crafting duo, Craig and Ben. Oh, thank you. Hello, CTV. Hello, Pat, who says, my order for the Tropical Paradise Showstopper is in. And Hilary says, my Honeysuckle paper pads were delivered today. Let's say another hello to Craig, if you have just joined us. He's here, looking very springy in his new hoodie.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. What have we got coming up next in this hour then?
So we're going to have a look at what we launched yesterday, and that is the Taken Flight creative cards. Let's have a look at a few finished samples, but what we are going to do is we're going to be making this one, and this is using the foil press.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So that's what we're going to be doing next here. I've used the sentiment, and those hexagons are from, if you remember, our beautiful collection. However, I'm going to adapt it, and we're going to use a couple of the elements from the Honeysuckle. So that's what we're going to do next. But here are some finished samples from the collection. Now, the first 3 here are 3 that we done in launch day yesterday. There was another 4th one that you'll be able to watch as well, but that's using the actual Moonbeam shimmer pads within the back there. That's then using your illusion film, but then you can start to ink it up or ink them up and then start to put your flakes in there if you want to. Because these are create a card, that means each of the design has an outer edge rectangle. So therefore your die is either going to cut into your card, so if you want to do what Bianca's done here by cutting into your stepper, you can do. If you want to then just cut the whole lot out and stick it onto your white Nina cardstock and then colour, you can do with your alcohol pens. There's the 4th one that I done yesterday. Die cut it and then use it as a stencil, although the one I done was with the dragonfly. So there is loads and loads and loads of ways that you can use these. So when we come back to myself, Ben, this is the collection that we're going to have a look at.
Okie dokie. Let me remind you of the collection just whilst we get Craig ready for that demo. So popular yesterday. You've got all of the options still available to you actually, which is really, really nice. So if you want to go individually, you can. If you decide to kind of pick and choose, you know, build your own little mini bundle, you can do that too. Because I know a few people bought individuals or sort of cherry pick when these were on HSN. So you've got the opportunity to finish your bundle right now if you want to do that. You've also then just got the collection on its own if you want to do that. If you just want to get the brand new Taking Flight Creative Card dies, you can pick those up. The Showstopper, though, proving very popular too as well, and I'll take you through that. So you get all of the brand new dies that you're seeing here. So you've got the Bumblebee. I think it's in my top 5 favourite dies ever. I absolutely love this. I just think so detailed, so different, so big and bold, and not very often, is it, that we see bumblebees in craft. You see a lot of butterflies and dragonflies and florals. I just think it's an exceptional creator card die and a really, really fantastic die. It really is. You've also got your butterflies in here too. This one is the Admiral Butterfly. Again, and a lot of people, including producer Nicole Haar, saying that could double up as a moth. Yeah, so you know you could make that quite beautiful. If you wanted to make it sort of a little bit more spooky maybe for a Halloween card, you could do that as well because Halloween is coming. Also, you're going to get it's called the Dainty Dragonfly, but we renamed it yesterday because it's far too big to be dainty. This is Daddy Dragonfly. No, we didn't call it that at all. We called it the sentiment dragonfly. Why do I listen to you, producer Nicola, sometimes? It's called the sentiment dragonfly, I think you'll find. Again, think about paper piecing, colouring, adding some of your illusion film behind.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Look fab.
Ooh, yeah. And then finally, you've got your Macho Man, Wendy's. And you've also got your lady butterfly in there too. So those are all of the dies. Now, the showstopper, for an extra £35 or $45, we will give you £67 or $93 worth of stuff. Here's the stuff. Gilding flakes, cosmic. So you've got your outer space, blue moon, and your starlight. This is the kind of thing that you're going to be able to create with that set. Lovely, lovely, bright, vibrant, sheeny, shiny colours. The black and the gold are going to look absolutely marvellous with your bumblebee. Then you're going to get your illusion film in the coral. You're going to get 4 meters of that on the roll. What's that? Oh, Nicola wants you. What colour do you call that?
That's the illusion film.
Yeah, what colour is it though?
Like
Coral?
a yellowy kind of colour.
What does it say on the packaging there? Nicola wants you to say.
All right, coral.
Would you ever give that to your friends? Like friends, Carl and Cuddle.
Oh.
That's what she wants you to do, mate. Come on, get with the programme. Ah.
I'm like, what? What? Coral.
He's not a performing monkey in the gallery. I know I am, but Craig isn't. If you say things to me, I'll do it. He won't, all right?
Well, well, I will win a twig.
Yeah. Anyway, you're also going to get your ink daubers included in there too. You're also going to get 3 lots of our duet ink pads in the Rosy Apple, the Vintage Merlot, and the Lemon Meringue, plus dye brush tool, that's included as well. So that is all £67, $93. However, you paid us £35 or $45 for. I don't have it here in the studio, but if you do want to get the bonus buy, you've got your shimmer watercolour palettes as the bonus buy for half price when you add them into your basket with your show stopper. Okay, I think we are all up to date with the comments. Nearly. Judith says, I think I may have missed an eye out of Pieris. That's the flower that you need to get for your garden.
All right.
Jeffrey says, yay, happy Hump Day, Lord Ben and Craigie Bagel and the fabulous and fantastic CTV crew. And Stephanie says, Ben, what did you have for lunch? Well, here's the thing. I didn't really get time for much of a lunch, and then Sarah wanted to chat with me, so I chatted to Sarah. Then we came back in, we had to do a little pre-record in between shows. So literally, in a 20-minute spare that we had between that and doing this, I went to the garage and I got a ham and cheese sandwich, and I ate that at, what time was that? About 4:45. So, yeah. Why do you ask anyway, Stephanie? No eggs today, in case that's what you're wondering. I didn't have time. I had some rice cakes earlier. That was breakfast.
Go all out for the company and for all of us and the viewers at home.
Who, me?
You do.
Do I?
You do, yeah. You could have said, I've not had a decent break yet to have something to eat. I'm not doing it.
I could have done that, couldn't I? I could say I'm not doing the show, so I haven't had a decent break.
Yeah, of course you could.
I soldier on for your entertainment and presenter leadery thing stuff. It is my duty. Yeah, I'm just doing my job, man. Just doing my job. Anyway, let's get on over to Craig, who is now going to, I'm looking forward to this, bring in one of his favourite tools with the Taking Flight collection. Here he comes with the foil press.
The foil press, that's exactly what we're going to be doing. We're going to be using the Bumblebee here. Now, with the foil press, with these ones here, what you are going to have to watch for, you do have a lot of open space, which gives high potential of overfoiling. Therefore, what I mean by that is the foil can sink into the gaps there, and you're going to get foiling where you don't want it. Now, sometimes it'll lightly rub off with your finger or an eraser tool, but what we're going to do is we're wanting to keep it, we don't need these on for long at all. Although it's a large die, it's only the tip that we need to, of course, heat up. So I'm going to start with as low as 7 seconds.
And can I just say as well, and you wouldn't be doing this if this was the case, but for people who are new to this and you've got a new die there, this isn't going to ruin the die, is
Nope.
it, in any way, shape or form?
Nope, not at all. Not at all, nope. It will ruin your foil press if you do it the wrong way, which
Okay.
I'm away to show you right now. But no, it's not going to affect your dies whatsoever. As long as it's a wafer thin die. I know we had a question yesterday
did.
about your multimedia dies. Please don't use your multimedia dies, your multi-craft dies, like the rose gold coloured ones. They're just a little bit too thick. So then therefore, not only are you trying to work out, obviously, the counterbalance of the pressure when it goes through your Gemini, but what that's going to do, extra pressure is going to push it into the base, which can of course damage it. It's a heat source, so just be careful. So make sure when you're doing it, it's the silver wafer thin dies. You can do it with all dies, not just ours, but as long as it's the silver wafer thin dies. And because we don't need long at all, because it's only the tips, like I say, I might need another few seconds or so, but I want to just keep it on just low in seconds to start with. So it's all on, we're good to go, we're on green, we're on low, ready to go, and I've got to 7 seconds. So I've got my die. Now, when I say about doing it the right way, you need to make sure the die cutting edge is facing upwards. Never do it downwards because you're going to cut into your platform, which you don't want to do. You always make sure that your die is facing upwards. So I'm going to go in here, I'm going to set that on, and then I like to put my carbon plate on. I'm just going to press start. So that's just 7 seconds, should be enough for, of course, it to then heat up. Heat stays the same, it's the time that changes with different dies. And then I'm going to go in with my gold foil. So this is the papercraft foil, and I'm going to lay that over the top here. And then we're going to go in with our black cardstock. We're going to go back in with our carbon plate. We're going to slide it out. You make sure that you slide it out. And then if you're using the G2, then you don't need the extender plate. You can use the plate that you get with the foil press. If you're using the original OG, the A4 size, large size, you will need, of course, the extender plate. And you can't use the foil press with the Ultimate Pro. No, that's our scoreboarding tool. You can't use the foil press with the Pro machine because you don't have a large enough carbon plate to use that with. So we're going to lift that up here. We might be okay. I think we are. Yep. So if we then peel, so tell you what, I'm going to go, Jamie, I'm going to go face on here. Just because I think this is, no, it's not you, it's me, Jamie. It's just, I think the reveal's best face on. So if we start to peel that up, look at that.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Give it a little...
Fantastic. So that is our gold papercraft foil, and that is foiled all of the detail. Now that is the waste. Go onto YouTube and you'll be able to see me doing the waste technique. So that's technically not going to be waste. So that has now, so there we go. So I would say the same for all 4 sets of dies. 7 seconds looks as though it's going to be the perfect time. So now that we've got that beautifully foiled, we can see there's a little bit excess over the top. It doesn't matter because we're going to chop that bit off. So let's come in with a guillotine. Now, just like our paper trimmer, where I said use elements as an additional aid to cut, what we're going to do here, let's get a little bit of white. Now, I do this quite a lot with the finger guard. I use the finger guard as an extra layer, an extra position to line up. So where the end of that finger guard is, right here, that end, I'm going to run parallel along my gold line on that outside there. So I'm going to then run that up. So the edge of my finger guard, I'm going to line that exactly along the gold, and then we're going to cut. And then I'm going to twist, I'm going to do that again. And your finger guard moves, so make sure you've got that pressed to the left-hand side, so it's not going to budge, and you've got that in the right place the whole time. Run the edge there parallel with the gold foiled outline. I'm going to do the same, and then we're going to do the same here, like so. And then you've got your perfect square. Now, of course, you could use the outer die if you want to, this one, to cut it out, but I wanted it to be a little bit thicker, hence why I've used the finger guard.
Yeah.
But you've got your perfect foiled outline.
Getting lots of wows coming through, Craig, for this.
Fab, I'm glad that you liked that. And to say all 4 dies, it's got, I would say, about 7 seconds for all of them. And then now I just want to give myself a very, very thin gold matten layer. So at this point, you just need to check with your measurements. This is between 4 1/4 and 4 1/2 inches. So I'm going to come to just before the 4 1/2, and then that is between 6 1/4 and 6 1/2. So I'm going to come just up to the 6 1/2, because I really do just want the finest of gold layer, which that is perfect. That's fine. So let's move all of that out the way. So let's pop that onto our layer. So if I bring in my tape, you can have used, of course, whatever adhesive you want, but we're going to mat and layer this onto our card. Now, I've already got a 5x7 card blank, Ben, and I've mat and layered that with a bit of yellow. That yellow was from the Delightful Daisies collection.
Okay.
And just another bit of black cardstock. The yellow was 4 1/2 inches by 6 1/2 inches. And then I've given myself a very, very thin black matten layer. And I find by giving the foiled layer a little gold matten layer,
Yeah.
it just balances it beautifully. Now, it
Such a cool
really,
effect.
really is thin gold layer, so I'm just being careful. And then what I've also got here is I've got a piece of card. Now, at this point, because we've used our guillotine, I wasn't exactly sure what the width measurement would be. So I've got a piece of white cardstock, which is 3/4 of an inch in thickness here. Now that I know that, let's have a look, what did I say that black was? It was just over 4 1/4. So I'm going to do the same. Let's say just over 4 1/4. I'm going to make sure, yep, that is bang on. And instead of using the Be Beautiful collection,
Yeah.
what we're going to do, Ben, is we're going to come along with one of the stamps. Now, I've chosen to keep it quite thin, and I'm going to use, you know, you could use any of these. I like the really small diddy one, the Let It Be. I really like that
Yeah,
one.
it's cute. There's some really cute sentiments in this set, to be fair.
There
As I
are.
say, keep harping on about this, and it's just brilliant that we don't just do like generic happy birthdays or have a great day. We try and tie them in
We do.
to whatever the set might be.
We definitely do. We really, really do. And, you know, you could be using them elsewhere if you want to.
And just whilst you're doing this, chat to Teresa for me, who says, I still haven't used my foil press, Craig. I'm too scared.
Go onto YouTube. Go onto YouTube. Predominantly, it is myself that I've done lots of the tutorials across on YouTube. But yeah, go along, have a look. And what I always say, and I'll just explain in a moment what I was just doing there. What I would always say is start with cardstock, Ben.
Yeah.
Build the confidence up on cardstock, and then once you've got the confidence with cardstock, maybe go on to another medium, maybe a fibrous cardstock, maybe then move to vellum, maybe then move to acetate, then onto glitter cardstock, then maybe onto fabric, if you're looking to foil. Very rarely do I foil fabric because I don't really need to, but yeah, start off simple with white cardstock, black cardstock, build the confidence, do your foiling with foil press dies if you've got them. They're called foil press stamps because they look like dies. We still sometimes call them dies. But foil with your foil press stamps. Get familiar with your normal dies that I've just showed you there. Do the waste technique that I show you on YouTube. And then just do that a good number of times till you've built your confidence, and then just move on to different mediums.
Yeah.
But there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of the foil press across on Crafters TV YouTube. So just have a look and get the confidence built up.
That's it. I think it's the same with anything. You know, if you're scared of your colouring, there's plenty across there for that. If you're scared of, you know, all of these different things, then there's loads and loads of information out there.
There
And
is.
talking of information, I know you've covered this, but let's just reiterate this again for Carol, who says, so I can use the original foil press with the G2, right, and with no need for extenders, and I can also use it with the Junior.
Yes.
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 So the only time you need an extender is if you're putting it in the original Gemini, correct?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Bang on the money for that one. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, correct.
And Cindy, you're another one. I mean, get on YouTube and have a look. She says, I have the foil press machine, but I lack the confidence to use it. Craig makes it look easy. So I am inspired to dig mine out and use it. Please, please do, because it seems such a shame if you spent, you know, a good chunk of money getting this brilliant machine, then it just sits in the box. It's not gonna do anything in the box.
No, it's not. No, it's
and
not.
like you said, like you use it and you make a mistake. I mean, the worst thing you can do is, I don't know, overfoil. It doesn't come out quite so right. But I think you said this earlier, or Sarah said it. Practice makes perfect, doesn't it?
Of course it does.
The more you do it, the better you're going to get, the better the confidence will become.
And in all honesty as well, Ben, when it comes to the foil press, predominantly, you're going to be foiling the same thing. What I mean by that is, if you're a paper crafter, you're not really going to be foiling fabrics a lot, unless it's something you're looking to get into.
Yeah.
So the more, the more practice, the better that you'll get. And then you'll just find that no matter what you're foiling, cardstock-wise, a lot of it is very, very repetitive. You'll get familiar with the times. You don't need to get familiar with the temperature, because the temperature stays the same the whole time.
Yeah.
It's the timings that change, and you'll just get familiar with it.
That's a really good point as well, actually, because the likelihood is all you're going to be doing, well, not all, but the majority of what you'll be doing if you're a card maker is foiling onto your card. If you then decide later down the line that you want to foil onto something else, then you can just refer back to the booklet or, you know, go back to one of the shows. Because, I mean, I know you've done most of the shows, but there are other shows with other people. But we've foiled onto all sorts, haven't we, over the years? So you can go and search out those shows and see what you need to do that's different.
Exactly, yeah. I know probably the most recent one, I want to say Debbie Robinson done.
Yeah, I think so.
And I know she's done a few, Debbie Fisher's done a few. I think way back, for those that remember Fiona Clayton, she's done a couple as well. Leanne and Sarah, they've predominantly done a lot on the early days as well. So, you know, you're still going to get different takes on that. But I do think most of you, if you're a paper crafter, most of you, like me, are going to be foiling your cardstock, and you're going to be doing like things such as your waste technique. Because other than when I'm on Crafters TV, Ben, I don't foil fabric.
No.
I don't foil glitter card. Sometimes I'll foil acetate and vellum. But yeah, it's just one of those that you'll get into your comfort.
How did you become how did it fall on you then that you ended up doing the majority of the shows?
I really don't know, actually.
I don't know.
I really do not know how. I know back in the day, early days, when myself and Debbie Fisher used to do QVC Germany.
Yeah.
And I used to do a lot of the boards for Debbie. And that was a time, you know, a little while after the foil press had launched, but really for the guys across in Germany, we were really just showcasing it at that time. So with the new products and that, I would do the boards for Debbie, and I just got familiar with it.
Yeah.
And then as Crafters TV grew, I just seemed to be the one that got a lot of the foil press shows. And because I got a lot of them, whether it was intentional or unintentional, the more I'd done it, the more comfortable and confident that I got. And then therefore, I just got more and more of them.
Hey, and there you go, you see, for those of you who are saying, oh, I haven't got out of the box because I haven't got the confidence, the more he used it, the more comfortable he got, the more comfortable he got, the more he used it, and that's going to be the same story for the likes of you at home who are messaging in going, oh, I'm too scared. Take a leaf out of Craig's book and just get play with it, because you're never going to build up your confidence if it just sits in the box.
Nope, definitely not.
You know?
Definitely not. And it really is a cool machine.
Yeah.
It really is. And it's one of those, and the elephant in the room, I know we haven't done new foil press stamps for a long time. That being said, the machine will continue to grow with you. Yeah. You know, months after months, year after year.
Well, this again is a case in point. You can think of all the dies you've got in your craft room now, all the new dies that you buy from us each week here. You can do this with all of them, as long as they're the thin metal dies.
The thin metal dies.
I mean, there's tons you can foil, right? There must be thousands of dies.
Absolutely, yeah. The only size restriction is the fact as long as it fits on your 5x7 platform, or if you do have our larger foil press platform that we did do a good wee while ago, then of course you can use that. But yeah, as long as it is, exactly as you said there, Ben, as long as it is your wafer thin die, then yeah, you can use it.
And just chat again, the other question, which I knew would come up, and Cindy, it's a great question. Chat about the types of foil as well, because I know there's different types of foil. Cindy's saying, which one do you use on the paper? Which is which?
So, very, very easy. I use the paper craft foil for pretty much everything.
Yeah.
So, card, paper, vellum, acetate, some of the fabrics, all of that, faux leather, all paper craft foil. The only time I would tend to, me personally, would tend to use the multi-surface foil is if you're using like a real leather, which I never do.
Right.
So other than that, I know the other foil is called multi-surface foil, so therefore you would think you would use it for all your different surfaces.
Yeah.
But no, I use the paper craft foil for predominantly everything. And actually, I can't tell you the last time I used the multi-surface foil.
Oh, really?
Yeah, always the paper craft foil.
Okay. So paper craft foil is the way forward, basically.
Definitely, definitely.
Lynn Morton says, I feel like this is some sort of like foil press anonymous group. Lynn Morton, mine hasn't even come out of the box yet. Lynn, come on.
Get out the box.
Have a go. Get it out
Get
the
out
box.
the box.
Open the box. Open the box. And Hilary says, I was put off when I killed my first plate, but I have used it since, and I'm always surprised with the results.
It's just, again, it's confidence, Ben. It is confidence. Follow along with myself or Debbie or that across on YouTube, step by step. Start with cardstock and then start to build confidence, like I say. Now, not only have we done foil, what about doing selective paper piece?
Nice.
Let's do that.
Come on.
Now, of course, we don't have an indentation to pop it into, but what looks quite cool, it's a foiled paper pieced drop shadow.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go, and I'm just tilting that at an angle to make us see that gold outline that little bit better. So I'm going to go in there, Ben, just with my tacky glue. And then I'm going to go, and instead of going bang over the top, what we're going to do is get it the right way. He says, there we go. So I'm going to go over the top, but I'm just pulling down slightly as if I was doing a drop shadow. And then what I've got there is I've got the gold outline along the top and then along that left-hand side.
Yeah.
So you can just see that gold drop shadow. So again, let's go in with our tacky glue, or if you've got your Stay Sticky pen, you can use that one. Let's bring that in. So again, we're going to go right over the top, and then I'm just going to pull down slightly to the right-hand corner so that we've got that bit of that gold outline as a drop shadow, you can see here. And then we're going to do the same within these ones here. I'm not going right to the edge with my tacky glue because it does, of course, expand as we put pressure. But let's then pop that into there. Let's bring in our next one and do the same within that one here. And then final one. So we've foiled, we've die cut, we've drop shadowed, and we've paper pieced.
Wow.
All in one there.
Yeah.
I used that same die again from our Honeysuckle, get some white cardstock. I've then taken my sentiment, let it be, and I'm going to do my little block banner that I like to do.
Seems a shame to cover up.
I know it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I could have made that a little bit thinner, but if I then take, let's just use these, let's go in with our blocks here, and I'm going to do one in this corner. Actually, I'm going to do it as a smaller one, so let's go one, and then let's go in with a medium one, like so, and we're going to pop that into there. Let me just try and twist that slightly, and then I'm going to have to chop that. I just want a smaller foam pad for the smaller hexagon into there. If you want to use your glue gel or keep it flat, then you can. Pop that on. I'm going to go into there, and then small hexagon again, just the one, down, we've got the backing off, there we go, down in this bottom corner here, and then there we go, We've got our Taken Flight Create a Card dies, but we've teamed it with a Honeysuckle just to show you. Looks kind of the same, but the Be Nice and the Hexagon was from our Be Beautiful collection.
Yeah.
But then that one there, so we've foiled, we've cut, we've paper pieced, and we've drop shadowed within that one card there. I done 7 seconds, do 7 seconds for all of them. You might with your foil press, reduce a second, add a second, have a little bit of a play. But black cardstock, our gold paper craft and foil, and 7 seconds on the foil press.
That is pretty special, that, isn't it? What a beautiful project. And hopefully it's inspired you guys, well, not only to try new things with your Taking Flight creative cards, but also to get your foil press out. If you've got one, please, please, please get it out and have a play with it. And as Craig said, all the inspiration from this show, but then you've got all the inspiration from all of the foil press shows that we've done since, well, since time began over on YouTube. Love paper piecing, says Cindy Richmond. It is therapeutic for me. And she also says, thank you for explaining the foil to use. And I'm definitely, she says, inspired to use my foil press. Thank you. We expect to see loads of foiled projects now. You can tag us all in them on Facebook so we can see. Get it out, have a play. Come on, you spent the money on a great machine. You may as well play with it. Pat Demarest says, this is so cool looking, Craig. It's a really fantastic demo, isn't it?
Thank you.
And this is what you can do if you get the collection. As I say, you don't have to go for the showstopper. You don't have to go for the full collection. If you want to pick up the individuals, you can. So it's entirely up to you. Of course, if you want to recreate Craig's last project, you will need the sweet bumblebee. Oh, isn't he sweet? But do that, get your foil press out, do that paper piecing. Just have fun with these. But isn't it great to show you that, yes, you can do the kind of things that you would normally think about doing with a creator card, but then all of these will work beautifully through your foil press as well. You've got your bumblebee. 2 of our butterflies in here. So that first one is the lady butterfly. You're also going to get the dragonfly, sentiment dragonfly. Daddy cool. Daddy.
You're a cool daddy.
You're a cool daddy.
I wish I was a daddy.
An admiral, butterfly, or moth. And just if you're going for the showstopper as well, just to reiterate the deal, for an extra £35 or $45, you're getting £67 or $93 worth of goodies. You get the ink dauber storage kit, for goodness sake. Always handy to have multiples of those. 40 of your finger daubers plus the storage case. Another handy craft room tool you're going to get in the bundle, a die brush tool and foam pad. Handy with a set like this, of course, not only to clean out your dies, but also to get all the bits and pieces out of your die cut. 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 of our Duet ink pads. So you're going to get the lemon meringue. Alongside that, you're going to get the vintage Merlot. Fancy a Merlot, actually. And a rosy apple. Then, on top of that, you're going to get the coral. This is the illusion film.
A coral.
What is it?
Coral.
Coral. Yeah. I mean, you might give this to your friend Carl, mightn't you? So
Or what
coral
about giving it to Carol?
So it would be coddle for cuddle.
Yeah.
What would it be?
Could either give the coral to Carol or Carol.
Never going to get old.
They had me saying it on Hobby Maker as well.
How's that got to Hobby Maker?
Because, well, Nigel May, he knows that when I say Carol and Carol, no, he said a word that sounded similar and asked me to say it. And I was like, oh, you're just like Ben back at Crafters. He's like, what do you mean? I went, there's a name that I say, and I say 2 different names, but they're exactly the same to everyone else. He's like, what do you mean? And I said, Carol and Carol. He was like, you're just saying the same thing. I went, no, I'm not, Nigel. I went, I'm saying 2 different names. And then Laura and all that, and Lauren on the floor, they're all like, that's exactly the same name. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm saying 2 different names.
I'm glad the word has spread. Good work, Nigel. But this isn't Carol or Carol, this is coddle, which you're getting 4 metres of. You're not getting 4 metres of Carl or Carol, 4 metres of coral, illusion film. And you're going to get the big box of our gilding flakes. This is the Cosmic Collection. You're getting these 3 tubs here. Are they the 30 mil, aren't they? Or are they 50 mil? I always forget. Open it up, Ben. Let's have a look.
I think they're about 30, aren't they?
50.
Okay, I was wrong.
50, and you're getting the 3 colours that you're seeing just here. So really, really beautiful shimmery goodness. The gold and black, I think, will work beautifully with your Bumblebee. Also, just to bear in mind, if you are going for the showstopper, all of those extra goodies for a fraction of the price, and you then open up the door to get your bonus buy, which is the half-price shimmer watercolour palettes with the brushes as well, the Moonbeam and the Sunbeam. We're going to take a break right now. We're going to give you the opportunity to get your carts and your baskets checked out. Don't forget any of the new launches in your cart. Add in Sarah's book or one of her books and you will get that with a 25% saving. So get shopping. We will meet you back here in about 5 or 6 minutes' time.
My dad was a printer, which was the old, you know, the old letter set printer, the type, the old printer's type. So he used to bring home offcuts of card. And so I always had paper and card around me from as long as I can remember. He would donate bits of offcuts to the school I went to, and so it was always accessible. My mum and dad bought me colouring products, art products, and good quality art products, like adult quality art products. So I found I could draw from a really early age. So really between that and crafting, it's just been punctuating all through my life. I think you can get inspiration from anywhere. It's hard, there's never one source. It's from anywhere. It could be a crafting person, it could be a non-crafting person. It inspires me in different aspects. It could be art, inspiration from artists, inspiration from crafters, or inspiration on just inspiring people. It's all about the viewers. If it wasn't for the viewers, then there's no purpose in what. What am I doing it for? It's not about me, what I can do, it's about what I can inspire the viewers to do. And if I'm not inspiring them, then I'm not doing my job. So it's all about the viewers, and keeping them interested, fired up to give new things a try. And mostly any blocks, anything that holds someone back is more confidence than ability. That's what I've found. So if I can inspire people and give them that little bit of confidence to give them the nudge, fantastic. I think the biggest achievement is keep doing what I'm doing for so long now. I remember, when I first started, everything's new. It can just, maybe the enthusiasm and the love for what you do might wane, but it hasn't. Here I am, as I said, 18 years further down the line, professionally crafting, and I think that's my greatest achievement, is that I'm still loving it, doing it, enjoying it, and the feedback's been incredible from the crafters, and that's what I'm doing it for. So that, I think, is my greatest achievement, and the feedback I'm still getting. Not many people know this, but I'm going to share this now. Is when I lived in America and I was 19, my eyelashes turned white. So this is still my hair colour. Oh, I'm getting on a bit now, but it's just my natural hair colour, dark hair colour, white eyelashes. I look like, the John Wyndham, the Midwich Cuckoos. I look like one of those little alien people with me if I don't wear mascara. Underneath this, lily white eyelashes. Go figure. I did worry for a while I was going to turn white, emanate now from my eyes, which would have looked very strange to try and disguise for a bit.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
What are you doing?
Well, we just had a little sit in the chin wag,
Yeah.
and then Jamie was doing the countdown. I was like, I really can't be bothered
Same, actually, same.
to go across there.
Yeah.
So I just thought I'll bring my demo across here and demo here.
Yeah? Oh, you haven't got an overhead camera
I
here
don't
anymore,
have
though. They've
enough
moved
to
the
go
camera.
across.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's nice and toasty and cosy at this side.
It's toasty. Got my radiator here, haven't I?
Yeah, you have.
So, yeah, I like to keep warm. I'm warm now, so it's
Yeah, I suppose better head across and get ready in a moment to do our next demonstration. I think we're going to have a look at the garden party. Garden
yeah,
collection.
Look at the garden collection. Just to say, the garden collection is the showstopper. It's gone.
Oh.
But we've still got the collection.
Oh, phew.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, with the goodie, you know the goodie bag?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one with the goodie bag. That's now gone. The £25 or $30. But you can still just get the full collection, so that's all right.
Can you?
You better go over there. Right, come on. Work to be done. You go that way, I'll go this way. Oh dear, that was nice. Where are you going? Hey, vey. Right, we've got, not long, 18 minutes left on the show. So, Nick Connie says, lol, Coral, Carl and Carol just took me for a ride in the teacup roller coaster. I don't know, but I love it. Carl and Carl just took me for a ride in the teacup roller coaster, eh? Oh, before we get onto this demo, Craig, you know we've forgotten Teresa.
Oh.
3D glue gel. Can we quickly show that?
Yeah, let me get some.
Teresa was asking how, and the other people might be the same, how you get your 3D glue gel into the syringe. So Craig is going to quickly show us that before a quick little demo with the garden party collection. I'll tell you what, just whilst he's getting ready to do that, the garden party collection, then we can roll into it then, can't we? It's not called garden party, it's just called the garden collection, Ben. Gee, that was great. That was crazy.
That is my fault.
Here it is then. So £56, $72 just for the collection on its own now, but what a collection it is. All of these elements for you to be able to build up your own funky garden scene. So yes, we've got the picket fence and the grass. We've also got the fantastic landscape. You've got your tree in there. Cute thing about this tree is, of course, that you've got all of the little added elements here that you can then build up your tree with. So you can have your tree in winter, spring, summer, autumn, build up all of the different seasons, which I think is really cool. You've also got the little cute set of watering cans in there. Everything that you would possibly want to have in your garden shed is there. From your wheelbarrow to your rake to your fork to your trowel to your secateurs, all in there, and a pair of welly boots as well, which I think is rather marvellous. It's the kind of set you're going to love to use when you're sort of busting those scraps. You've also got all of your pots in there too, with the little hanger, so you can create your own hanging baskets. You've got all of your foliage in there as well, your leaves, your ferns, everything that you need to create the most beautiful little garden card. There is your plant ladder, and again, as Sarah was showing us earlier on, those can be shelves on your project. That can be a trestle table. It can be, you know, the kind of shelves that you're seeing here, that plant ladder to store all of your creations on, and a really fantastic embossing folder. That brick wall, I just think, is going to come into its own, not only with this collection, but right across a whole host of other collections as well. Mail cards, be perfect. You're also going to get the sentiment. Come on, everybody, have a quick look here. You've got in there, welcome to my garden. You've also got relax. You have got flowers bloom in the footsteps of friends. You're my favourite flower. Ah, lazy days. Garden gangster, which I love. And also at the bottom there, come on, everyone's favourites. You get the joke, right? Come on, compost happens. It's a take on a well-known slogan which we can't say. It's very, very good and very, very funny. And then on top of that, you are also going to get your 6x6 pad, which is 36 sheets of, yes, you know, beautiful kind of garden papers with all of your kind of plant pots and gloves and tools on there. But you have got little ditzy florals in there, more of the brickwork. You've got foliage patterns. You've got your sort of gingham prints on there.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw! Love the little hanging baskets, spotty dotty dots. You've got spotty dotty dots. You've got the little, yeah, I know. You've got your little window basket with your watering cans and your wellies. Oh, it's just a lovely, lovely pad. And it comes with the collection. £56, $72. So we're going to have a quick final demo with this with Craig. If you want the full kind of experience with this, go back and watch the launch from earlier. Is that following this show? Yeah, it is. So you can watch that straight after this show. Oh, yeah. But before we do that, Craig is... Oh, well, actually, I wonder if he's going to incorporate it into his demo, refilling the syringe.
I'm ready to do it right now.
There we go,
I'm ready
then.
to start with, yeah, absolutely. So what I've got here is I've got our syringe. Now, we did have glue gel in it, so I've just decanted it so that I can show you what we're going to do here. So just make sure your cap is off, and then you're just going to then take your nozzle out the end there. So we've got the two components. Now, in your set, you will get the little key here. You're going to get your corned beef key. So what you're then going to do is then you're going to just feed that in there. And then what we can then do is then we can just start to roll. Now, I have spare ones, but we use with the toothpaste.
You do actually?
Good one to use with the toothpaste. And then you just want to then turn, and let's take that. Oh,
You're right.
Someone's given me a damaged one there
Oh.
at the side there. So let's start that one again. So if we've got another one here, let's see.
Do you want me to go and get another one, or are you good?
That seems to be, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what to do to stop it from
You should leave a little bit of the glue out the end, shouldn't you?
dry. Yes,
Even
exactly.
I know that.
That's exactly what you should be doing.
Yeah. Do you want this, Craig? Do you want this? There's one out here.
Is there one out there, please? Ben, yeah.
Oh no. Oh no, no, that one's fine. That one's fine.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah, you're fine. Rightio. So let's go back to the beginning there. So we're just going to add that in, like so, and then we're just going to make sure that we've got as much of that glue gel up to the top here. So let's take the cap off, and then if you've got any little excess residue bits, just make sure that you take them off, like so. Let's go in and take that off. There we go. So you're going to then just set that over the top there, and we're just going to press with that other hand there. But what you don't want to do is fill it too much, Ben. Maybe just go about between halfway and 3/4 of the way there. Because what will happen with the pressure, if you fill it right up and then you come along and you put that in, all that's going to happen is it's going to then come back out on the other side. So once you've used it, what you're going to do is you want to make sure that you've got a little bit of a bulge of glue gel on the end there. So then you're just going to then pop that on. That creates a seal. So then that stops it from drying out. What's also fine and what's really satisfying is after a while, if it dries into the nozzle there, you just pick it out with your pokey tool. It's really, really, really quite satisfying. Now, to stop what we just showed you a moment ago, you're essentially, Ben, you're going to do exactly the same with your actual glue gel. So you're going to twist, and then until you see a little bit coming out the end there, the little bulge there at the end, you're then just going to put the cap back on. That's then going to create a seal, and that's going to stop it from drying out at the end. And that's how you're going to fill up the syringe and then stop either of them from drying out.
So always leave a little bit of a bulge at the end.
Just leave the bulge. Bulge at the end, yeah. It's all about the bulge. All about the bulge. Right, what we like for time. Right, so I've brought in one of the pattern paper. So this is the pink gingham paper that we've got. And I've cut that to 5.5 by 5.5 inches. So let's add this on. Now what I'm not going to do actually is I don't want to waste the time and a lot of the components within this demo. So I'm not actually going to do it. I'm going to keep it for another day. So let's build and show. So I'm going to pop that onto my 6x6 card blank. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this. It's kind of like an ice blue, light ice blue linen cardstock. And then I'm going to pop that onto a layer. So that is 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. So we're going to pop that down, and then we're going to press that in. Now I would lift that up on foam pads, and that can then go into the middle here. Now on a larger piece of your green linen cardstock from your stash that you got at home, you're going to use one of the dies, one of the grass dies. I'm going to use the largest one, and then we're going to set that down here. and then within a piece of your white linen cardstock, and I'm saying linen, it could be Centura Pearl, it could be smooth card if you want. We're going to cut out the picket fence that you can see, and we're going to then pop that over the grass, and then with another piece of green linen cardstock, we're going to go in with the smaller grass that you can see there, and that can go over the top. So we're going to start to create that visual depth. We can see the grass at the background, picket fence in the middle with the grass along the front. And then what we're going to do is, using some brown craft card, we're going to cut out that skeleton tree, and we could pop that behind that top layer of the grass. Now before you pop that on, we've got all the dies with all of these little floral buds, all of these leaves in here.
Yeah, it's a nice little touch, that, isn't it? That you can have your tree at whatever time of the year you want it to be.
Exactly, yeah. And same with the die that cuts these. You know, as you say, if you cut them in orange and red cardstock, then you can use this whole collection and this whole set your autumn time. Or you can do it with black cardstock and orange. It could be spooky and Halloween if you want it to be. But you can just start to build all of these layers. We've got some pink card again, and you could then use the butterflies. Now this grass along the front, as well as the butterflies, I would lift on foam pads, and then you've got You Grow Girl, and just use circle nest and dies, which we can then pop to that side here, and then build that up with foam pads and then tacky glue, and then you're left with your 6x6 card, that pink tones, and that's just using some of the dies and the stamps from that collection.
Absolutely fan-blooming-tastic.
Do you want me to show finish samples?
You can, absolutely. And Teresa says, thank you so much, by the way, for showing her how to fill that syringe.
My pleasure.
It's a pleasure. We'll have a look at some samples with Craig, and I'll take you through the deal again. And by that point, we'll be about done, won't we, I think?
Well, won't we?
Home time, says Jamie. Home time!
Here we go. Now these are so cute. Whether it's your smaller card, do you know, predominantly probably I would be using them for smaller cards.
Yeah.
But you can start to build buildability within the Garden Complete collection there. Bring in your masks, bring in your inks. You've got your Wellington boots there, of course. But if you love your stepper dies, if you've got
Another fact, you just called them Wellington boots. People don't say that often enough. Like, they'll just say boots, or they'll just say wellies.
Wellies, yeah, Wellington
boots. Yeah.
Wellington boots.
Wellington boots.
Now that one there, can you imagine that with your black and maybe some of your Halloween papers?
Yeah, and ghosties and ghoulies flying around. Yeah.
Could be Halloween is coming, Halloween is coming, witches, cats and big black bats. Boo.
Boom.
Talking about Halloween, although it's next month, do you know what I'm doing?
Next month?
Next month. No, Halloween's not next
No,
month,
it's
but you'll
definitely
know
not.
what I mean. Absolutely buzzing, because I have bought and got a ticket to an evening with Yvette Fielding from Most Haunted.
Just you and Yvette?
Just me and Yvette.
Yeah.
And a load of other people's in the Waterstone stores, unfortunately.
Wow. What is it? Hang on, an evening with Yvette Fielding in Waterstones?
Yes, because she's got her new autobiography coming out.
What's she going to do in Waterstones for an evening, though?
Well, she's going to say it's a meet and greet, an evening with Yvette
She's going to do a bit
Fielding.
of talking, is she?
Yeah, and she might read a little chapter or two, or maybe some questions she might do. But Most Haunted are currently on a nationwide theatre tour, which I had a ticket for Newcastle just last week, and which Craig just happened to be at Hobbymaker on the same day, so I couldn't go.
Can we? Sorry to interrupt, we're supposed to show the cards. And we're definitely going to do WWE together. Can we please go and watch like a spooky theatre thing? Have you ever seen Ghost Stories in the theatre?
Ghost Stories? No.
Oh my goodness me, you would love it. Have you seen the movie Ghost Stories? With Martin Freeman in it from Sherlock. You know.
No.
Mate, I'm gonna have to fine you it because you will love it, and then we'll go and watch it live in the theatre. But there's another theatre, not The Woman in Black. It's called like, is it called 222?
222 or something.
Yeah.
Because The next set of cast, it's James Buckley from my favourite podcast.
Is in it?
In Sickness and Health.
Is in that?
He's in it.
Right, we need to go and see it then.
And I really, really want, I'm desperate to see it. And then when I seen the announcement the other day that he's going to be in it, I was like, oh.
Is it touring or is it in the West End?
No, I think it's London anyway, West End or, yeah. I don't think it's touring.
But whichever way, we need to go and see that. And
we need
also,
to.
next time, I'm going to find you where Ghost Stories is currently. If it's on Prime or somewhere, you need to watch it, mate. You'll love it. And then we'll go and watch it in the theatre.
Let's
It's one
do
of the
it.
most spooky... Because we went to see it in the theatre. Let me know if you've seen it, by the way. And I just thought, like, amongst all these people sat in the theatre, how is this going to be, like, jump scary? And how is this going to be super scary? My goodness me.
Is it?
One of the scariest things.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, and it's all very cleverly done. I won't obviously spoil what goes on in it, but it's 3 stories that kind of intertwine, and at the end you're like, oh, I say what? It's one of those.
Oh, wow. What? I say what?
Have you finished showing your cards?
I am.
Now, I forgot to read this earlier, actually. Someone else suggested it. Donna, if it was you who said it earlier on, I apologise, but you say this time, I wonder if Garden Gnomes is the same scale as the Garden Collection, would be great together. I reckon that would probably work to some degree. I think, yes, certainly a lot of the objects would be. Maybe like the fork and the trowel might be a little bit too big. But you could put the gnomes in the wheelbarrow. Producer Nicola's is saying in my ear. That would be cute.
Plus, remember as well, if you've got the 12 by 12 paper pad, remember you've got the set images on the back sheets that you just chop up into 4.
Yeah. Gorgeous. So glad I bought the collection, says Lynn Morton. Nee Connie says, I love the Garden Collection. It's such a great collection. It's the buildability with this as well, and the fun that you'll have, cutting out all the little bits and pieces. As you said, the great thing is as well, is if you only do have the Mini or the MIDI, all of these will go through. I think Sarah was saying earlier on, everything will go through the Mini apart from that tree. It's the only one that won't. It's a little bit too big. But the kind of set that you can sort of share your love of craft with somebody else, craft with the kids, craft with the grandkids, get them cutting out all the bits and pieces. And it's a great scrap buster set, this as well. If you've got loads of bits and pieces of, cardstock lying around and you need to kind of use them up, this is a great set to go for. Also, as well as the dies, don't forget, you've got that fantastic embossing folder with your brick wall. All of the brilliant sentiments which work an absolute treat. And lastly, you're going to get your paper pad. Yes, Craig?
I don't want to contradict the boss, but the tree will just go through.
Oh, she said it wouldn't go.
As long as you angle it, just fits and no more. Ever so tight, but it will go through.
Thank goodness for you, Craig. Take it all back. They'll all go through the Mini. That's it. Day's done. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching and joining in today. I can tell you, I am absolutely cream crackered. And I'm looking forward to going home and putting my feet up. So, Craig, you are back in on... You're around Friday, aren't you?
I'm around Friday. Strangely, I don't know. I don't know when I'm back on Crafters.
Okay.
As it stands at the moment, it's going to be the 7th of May. I'm in that week.
It's too long.
Might have an appearance on Friday. I'm out and about here backstage, so he might be there. But yes, I'll see you back then with Sarah, and then the day after with that guy over there.
Thanks for a great day. Thank you to Sarah as well for a fabulous launch. Thank you to you for watching as well. Big day tomorrow. Don't say it too loud because it's a little bit of a sore point. Tomorrow, got the Modern Man launch with Leanne. 2 shows. Don't talk about it too much. Don't talk about it too much because Craig's a bit annoyed. It's sad, isn't it? It's sad. But it'll be fun tomorrow, though. It makes me feel really bad. With Leanne, we'll have a great time. Just don't talk about it anymore, all right? Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow for another launch here on Crafters TV. Until then...
Toodles.